And howdy do, yabba dabba do. Hey, as it gets colder, I personally start looking for heavier beers. I love a stout this time of year. I usually will gravitate towards the bigger imperial stouts, but I found this one that I wanted to try. The O'Malley Stout. It is basically a version of a dry or an Irish stout. I'm gonna pop and pour, and I'll yak a little more there. Oh well, the aromas are very pleasant. That's a good start, I'll tell you that. Oh, that pours very nice. You see how that pours? Bit of a creamy head. Nice kind of mocha-esque color there going on the head. Kind of dark black, as it were, with maybe a touch of ruby if you look at it. What the hell? Wow. So here's the thing. Oh, the aromas are pleasant. A lot of chocolate and coffee going on there. Before I take a sip here, I'm gonna say something here. I've O'Malley Stouts from Weston Brewing Company. I've been a hit and miss with Weston. Several years ago, I had bought a mix pack of some styles, and every one of them had this chalky feeling. Now, I remembered reading that they had some bottling issues, but then had corrected them. And then a couple years later, I had tried their Ready Wheat, which was fine, nothing wrong with it. But I also bought the Dropkick Ale that still had that chalkiness. So I thought, well, so it's probably been 3 years since I've even attempted. But I did find this six-pack of stout, and I thought it is the year, the time of year when I enjoy a beer like this, and it was only $6.98. So it made me want to revisit and give them one more try here. Oh, wow. Well, initially, I'm liking it. I'm going to see how it goes. It's a dry stout. I'm getting much more coffee than I expected to get. There's big roasted barley flavor going on. Very nice, actually. They don't mention ABV on their website. I found another site that had it listed at 5.5. I don't know IBU, so I'm just going to assume 5.5 is correct. Their website basically just says O'Malley Stout has been in the works for almost 2 years. It was originally called Prototype Stout as we worked on the recipe. With the help of our patrons and friends, we have developed this dry Irish stout specifically brewed for fun nights in the Irish pub. This is a brew I really want to like because they are kind of that American Irish themed brewery, so I really want to like them. Uh, but like I said, they've been really a hit and a miss for me over the years. This is a very nice. Actually, I'm kind of digging it. Actually, this is a very nice dry stout. It's not crazy. Again, 5.5. It's not going to put your winky in the mud. I mean, I would, yeah, I've been. Uh, the use of the word session seems to be an argument amongst beer snobs. Some draw the line at 4, 4.5, 5.5, 6. I have a very loose interpretation of the word. I think there has to be more about saying a session ale more than just the ABV. Not only should you be able to drink a six-pack of something like this, or a four-pack of cans, or whatever it's coming in, but you have to want to. So when you use the word session, when I use the word session, I'm talking about more than the ABV. So this is a 5.5% dry stout. If this is a beer that I could take to some holiday events, a six-pack up, and session it through out of 3 hour period or so. 4 hour period, whatever. So yeah, for me, I would call this a session dry stout because it is not an imperial stout. I mean, that's how I see it anyway. Very likable, nice flavor, very nice. Again, on the nose, the big coffee and chocolate, and more the same on the palate. Of the dominant flavor, I was expecting to be more. I wasn't expecting the coffee to be quite as big as it is. It's not a coffee stout, but you certainly have, certainly feels, gives you that appearance, that you're drinking coffee. I said earlier that I have had problems with their mouthfeel. This one seems just darn fine. There is nothing wrong with this at all. So, wow, man, O'Malley's Dry Stout. It is actually very nice. I have popped a beer whisper, son of a gun.